what you want to be doing as digital marketeers is always testing how successful the things that you're doing are. So when you're looking at conversion rate, the main thing that you probably want to do is to see how it compares to your other ad campaigns, because there's no one ideal conversion rate. This shows how different the average conversion rate is across different industries, and then within these industries, each business will have different conversion rates. So all you can do is really benchmark it against your own. So this is average conversion rate by industry on Google Ads. The average conversion rate across all industries is 4.4% on the search ads, and then this one down here, that is display ads, which we'll come to in a moment. So for the moment, we're kind of ignoring this one, we're just looking at these. So let's say you are setting up a Google AdWords campaign, and you're getting a 3% conversion rates, and your stakeholders, your clients or your bosses are saying, well, the average is 4.4%, so why are we doing so badly? But you need to know what your industry benchmark is. So if you were selling clothing, apparel, that's it, apparel. If you were selling clothing or footwear, you can see here that the industry benchmark is 2.77%. So if you were getting conversion rate of 3%, you'd use that figure. So no, actually, although the total average is 4.4 for clothing, for our industry, we're actually doing pretty good. However, if you were working in the car industry, their conversion rate is much, much higher. And I can't give an explanation as to why that is, but when you're talking about luxury goods, people won't have a clearer idea really of what they want. There's also much less competition. You can name a lot of car companies, I'm sure, and you probably get close to the total number of car companies that there are. Whereas clothing brands, there's so much competition. There's just new brands popping up all the time, new shops. So that can make a difference to why those conversion rates are different in those different industries. But yeah, so this one is vehicles, and the other one is law and government. So public services, they have a very high conversion rate as well on Google Ads, which is, I think, just very, very interesting. So conversion rates calculated by dividing conversions by the total eligible interactions. So the way you get this is the number of people who have clicked on your ad, the number of people who've taken the action divided by the total number of clicked on the ad, or viewed the video, for example, if it was a display ad. So this one is the average cost per conversion. So this is very interesting. This is all based on things like how popular the keywords that you're choosing are. You'll pay more for very popular keywords because you're fighting to get seen when lots of people are searching for the same thing. So effectively, the more specific your keyword that you're targeting is, the less it's going to cost. So going back to vehicles, their cost per conversion is very low. Theirs is the lowest because they're advertising very specific things. So if someone is searching for a specific type of car, so what they're doing is someone knows, they've seen the TV ads, they've seen the magazine ads for the particular car they want. They're going to search for that car because they want to find someone probably local who's going to sell it to them. So the conversion rate, so the cost per conversion for that is, they're very small, they're very targeted keywords. And yet their cost per conversion is the lowest. The highest cost per conversion is computer electronics. The other high one, interestingly, is law and government. So these two things, they don't correlate. So whatever industry you're working in, you need to do a lot of research into these things, partly because what you're doing is negotiating budgets with your stakeholders. You're negotiating for the money to be able to do your job properly. So you need to know these things. And deciding whether you're going to go for search ads, put more into search ads or more into display ads. The way that cost per conversion is calculated by dividing your total cost by the number in your conversions column. So you look at the number of actual conversions that you've got, and then look at how much you've spent to get those conversions within that time frame, and that's going to get you the average cost per conversion. But obviously Google does all that for you. Google has all this in dashboard, in columns. Okay, so pay-per-click, just one type of ads. I'd say that it's probably the easiest type of digital advertising that you can do, because theoretically you can set it up within minutes without having done a huge amount of research. You can do it. It might not be successful, but you can just set it up and do it. There is not much thought put into it. You can just decide to advertise something just for fun and set a budget of about, a very small amount just to see how it works. Whereas when you're doing other sorts of paid search, you might need to create more of a creative campaign and also really, really think about your segmenting. I mean, you need to do that for paid search, but it's just the way you do it is so quick and easy. It's amazing. If you're doing paid search via social media, it's not quite as straightforward. I'd say because of the level of targeting that you can do is quite amazing. It's like the amount of data that people put on their social media profiles. What you really want to do is to be targeting the right people and getting those, and they're very visual ads. So whereas with Google Ads, you can literally just do some text. With these, you really need to think about the imagery that people are seeing. Because like this is on Instagram, and you want your ad to stand out amongst all the visual content that they're seeing on Instagram. The way that social media paid search works is that you're proactively targeting users based on the data that's in their profile. So things like what they say in their bio, where they are in the world, who they follow, who's following them, things like that. So with social media, what you can really do, especially because they're very visual, you can resonate with the target audience with emotional and engaging ads. So you really need to try and make your ads get people to feel something in the same way that they would if they saw a post by a friend or an influencer in their feed, because that's what you're competing with. So if someone has got lots of posts from their friends, or they've got lots of posts from celebrities that they're really interested in, and then they see an ad, what you want is for their response to be something positive rather than just go, ugh, I hate ads. So if you get it right, you can really resonate with that sort of target audience. They can include obviously photos and videos. If you get it right, you can grow your social media user base as well. So if you've got good ads, like with some really good video content perhaps, then you might get new followers on your social media because of that ad as well. So, and that's really, that's part of the goal. It's not just getting people to your website to buy your product, to call you, or to go to your store. It's also to try and get people to click follow on your social media brand as well. And that's only going to help. It's only going to get you more reach, and it'll get you more sort of organic reach as well. So this is Facebook ads, which when you set up your ads on Facebook, you're using Meta's Business Manager platform, and when you set up ads on Facebook, they can also appear on Instagram. So it uses one big network for Instagram and for Facebook, which saves time, which is good. So the average conversion rate on Facebook, this is it's very different data. So remember, cars on Google Ads was the highest, and on Facebook it's down there, it's quite low. The highest conversion rate is for hobbies. Where is that? Just double check. Oh, fitness. Yes, it's for fitness, for Facebook ads. I don't know about you, but for me, my age group, most of the ads that I see on Facebook seem to be for fitness. Probably because I have a lot of hobbies that involve activities. But yes, they have a very high conversion rate. The other one is education, interestingly. So when I have worked in marketing at university, we spent a lot on Facebook ads and Instagram ads because they were very much a way to reach their target audience, which is you. You are absolutely, or you a year ago. That's who education institutes are really trying to target. And they get a pretty high conversion rate. I mean, these are much, much higher than the Google Ads conversion rates. 9.21% across all industries, the average conversion rate, which is more than double Google Ads conversion rate, which is very interesting. So if you get it right, then yeah, you can be very lucrative. The lowest on Facebook is technology. So for whatever reason, people are not interested in converting, in buying things from technology ads on Facebook. So in terms of cost, so let's see. So we've got here for technology, for each conversion, it'd be $55.21. If we go back to Google, the equivalent to cost per conversion on Google Ads for technology is $101.40. So see, for cars, $26.17. Cars here cost them more. So yeah, so for technology, the cost per conversion is nearly half of Facebook ads, despite the very, very, very low conversion rate. But for cars, the cost per conversion is double on Facebook. So there is no easy answer. So really, all this is showing is that it feels a little bit random. But whatever industry you're working in, do the research specific for your industry, because it really, really depends on who your audience is, what product you're selling, how many competitors are in the market. If you're a clothing wear company, then although compared to other industries, you're not doing great on Facebook. Compared to Google, you're possibly much better off spending your money on Facebook and Instagram than you are on Google, because you get a higher conversion rate and it costs less per conversion for clothing. And other types of ads, so display networks are different. What display network ads will do is, if you have a website, you can choose to make some of the space on that website available for other people to show their ads on your website. So you're going to make money, as well as Google making money on their Google search for those pay-per-click. With display ads, your business can make money from other people's ads appearing on your website, as well as Google making money from people using their display network. There are obviously some disadvantages to this as a business, because if your website is full of ads for other people, it doesn't look great, it's confusing the message, you're taking up a lot of valuable space on your website to advertise other people. So you need to think very carefully about whether you do it. The places where the sorts of websites where display ads will generally appear are on news sites, really, so you'll have ads on articles and on blogs or repository websites, so recipe websites will have lots and lots of ads for appearing on there for other businesses. But if you are promoting if your website is advertising is very brand focused, you really don't want to be diluting that message of other people's ads. But it is a way to make money if you've got lots and lots of content. So they appear on websites, but they also might appear on, if you've got video ads, they'll appear at the start or in the middle of YouTube videos. You can pay, sometimes on YouTube videos you can click skip after 5 seconds. Sometimes you have to watch the full ad. All of that depends on how much money you're spending on those ads. So if you've got videos, if you've got a video channel on YouTube, again, just like if you've got a website, you can decide whether to allow ads to appear on your content or not. So it depends on your strategy, it depends on your brand priorities, whether you are happy to make money from ads or whether your brand awareness is more important than the actual money that you make from those videos. So things like that. When it comes to both websites and videos, those are decisions that you have to make. But anyway, the way that those adverts appear, before these display networks existed, it would literally be a negotiation between the person who wants to put an ad on the website and the person who owns the website, in the same way that traditional advertising works. But with display networks, it sort of takes that negotiation out of your hands, and it's all managed by Google or Meta or Microsoft. So they will decide what ads are going to appear on websites, or rather their algorithms will do that. There are also affiliate programs. These are a bit more focused. So these are like where there will be an individual negotiation with a company. So there will be blogs, for example, that have that sign up to like Amazon's affiliate program. So that every time, so if they have a link to an Amazon product on their website, so they might be writing a review of a product, and if they've got a link to the product, they might have an affiliate program where every time someone clicks on it or buys a product from that click, they get some money. But in order for a website creator, if that's your business, if your business is as a sort of content creator who is writing maybe a lifestyle website where you review products or are talking about what products you put in your home and you're using these affiliate programs, you really need to say when you're being paid for clicks. So sometimes it will have a star next to the link, sometimes it will just have brackets, paid for, just explaining I get paid every time you click on this. Because in order for your readers to trust your content and to keep coming back, that's gone. Just going to have to, oh, there's a bracket.